How are you?
I'm good.
I guess I should introduce this before we begin. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Are You New Pod. I am your creator, mastermind, benevolent overlord, and most importantly, host of this podcast, which is about first-time experiences. So we'll dive into different first-time experiences. And I'm super excited today to have my ex-co-host here. We'll get into a little bit of how we had a conscious uncoupling some years ago, but I'm back and I'm really excited. We lived together for 5 long years, but it flew by, actually. Yeah, she's my play cousin, my ex-roommate, my bestie, and from my hometown.
Yeah.
Which will come up in her first time experience. We'll chat about it today. So this is Stephanie Brummel. Welcome. Thank you for doing this, friend.
Not my full government name on the internet.
She's shy.
I'm very shy.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, Steph. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. How was your acai bowl?
I didn't have one.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a lemon loaf instead. Dry.
Oh my God.
Not great.
Okay.
Won't say where it's from. Matcha good.
Okay. You had good matcha, bad lemon loaf. If you find that combination, you'll know exactly what place she's talking about.
Wow.
All right. So you had a good day.
I did.
Okay.
But your day?
It was good and then it got hectic. I had big plans. I was going to do yoga. I always mean to be doing yoga. So if you ever see me, I had meant to do yoga right before I saw you and I probably didn't.
It's good for your back.
It is. It's very necessary and I'm old now. But it was good, you know. Today's Sunday.
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day. I'm actually going to go to church right after this, which is why I'm giving formal. I'm giving church babe, church girl.
I'm giving heathen. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Since this is a podcast about first-time experiences, yes, we're actually first going to talk about other people's first-time experience. So I went to Reddit. Shout out to Reddit. Thank you so much. You provide us all podcasters with every content we have, honestly. You should probably get a cut. We're going to look at other people's first-time experience. I'm just going to read it out to you.
Okay.
This person said, first time I've been turned down due to my height. And I won't lie, it doesn't feel good.
Wait, turned down because of their height?
Yes.
Oh, no.
I think this person is a man. So they did a screenshot of their conversation on Bumble. And it says, hey, let's be mutuals on Insta. Mine is whatever. Sure, but I want to get your attention. And then the response is, how tall are you?
Wait, but doesn't it already say?
I guess they didn't put down their
I
height.
hit it. Wow, this person's concerned.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair because you'd be like, well, why are you hiding it? Why are you scared?
Exactly. Have you ever asked? Well,
No.
because you can always see it.
No, but I am tall. So, obviously my preference is, at least slightly taller than me.
Yeah.
I lie and tell everybody that I'm 5'7". Technically, I'm 5'6.5".
She's told this lie for so many years, and I'm so glad we have a platform to come clean on.
I've accepted it now.
Yeah.
I'm a liar.
Yeah.
But yes, a couple inches taller at least.
If you're scrolling through whatever, and you see that a guy hasn't put on what their height is.
Am I swiping?
Oh yeah, what are you gonna do? Are you automatically going to assume?
It depends on the face card.
Oh.
Yeah.
If the face card is not declining, you're gonna take a chance.
Let's just ask, I guess. Or do we find out in person? Oh no! What if it's really short?
Exactly.
I might just have to pass.
It's not? You're gonna have to look you have to zoom in and be like, their torso looks really tall, so maybe
but
there's
that
a
could be
chance.
misleading because there are short people with long torsos.
I know.
You can't just use
Some of them are friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you could kind of look at the photo and see do they have long limbs?
I need a photo next to another person.
Yeah, but what
preferably
if
next to a woman?
Gaggle of
shorties, short kings.
Like all my friends, minus a couple.
I might have to take that part out.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friends. We love y'all.
Everybody's a shorty.
Everybody is a shorty.
And then there's me.
Yeah.
And then there's me.
Yeah. And then Stephanie just in the back.
Towering over like a tree.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Well, to be fair, I'm 5 feet tall, so I have no like.
You should have
stand
a
on.
chance.
Do I still side eye it? Yes. I
It's
just feel like
questionable.
just say whatever it is, and let
Yeah.
people decide.
Well, my thing is like, if you're hiding it, are you ashamed?
Yeah.
You should be proud of your height.
You should,
even if
and
it's short.
whatever height God saw fit to give you, that's the height you should be.
There's somebody for everybody, you know?
Yeah.
So
That's
don't
very
hide
true.
it. Just-
And unfortunately, not for this girl, because this man said 5'9". Why?
Oh. That's
And then-
regular.
No, the person said, "Damn, lost my attention before you even got it."
Well, how tall is she?
She said 5'5".
Okay, I mean, it's still a solid 4 inches.
He said, "My height is just one aspect of me. There's so much more to me." She said, I'm sure there is. You just gotta find someone willing to explore
Oh,
it."
no. See, I do feel like he set himself up. Do you know what I mean?
I'm so sorry. That's really funny. She said, "I'm sure it is. It's not gonna be me though."
As a 5'7" babe, you know,
But
as a liar.
You've never been rejected for your height. Do you think you have?
Wait, who's 5'9"?
The guy is.
Okay, she's 5'5".
5'5".
She rejected him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's close to your height.
But she's 2 inches shorter. Okay?
1.5.
She's not as tall as me.
1.5.
She should have given Mans a chance. Clearly she swiped for a reason.
You know what? I give him a chance for the banter. Like for the banter,
She should've
he
given
seemed
him a
cool.
chance.
Yeah, she should have given him a chance.
That could have been her forever partner.
You guys, the love of your life could be 5'5". Let's open up.
Don't
Our
just
hearts.
reject someone. like that.
Yeah.
Clearly there was a vibe, there was an energy.
She asked for their Insta.
Yeah.
I
she
do
was
feel
really
like
curious.
low key though, this was all trying to figure out what his height was. That's why she was asking for all these things, and then she was like, "You know what? Let me just ask."
Well, why would she waste her time like that?
You know, give love a chance, y'all. Even if it's short.
Look, your king might be 5'9".
Yeah. You know,
And that's okay if you're 5'5".
whatever. Partnered, except for one. Except for one, all of them met on the dating apps. Actually,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay, but now this is a new wave.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So you got to give it a couple of years.
I'll keep y'all
You gotta
lifted
give it
in,
like
in
3 years.
prayer. Yeah, but like this person going into the dating scene at 34 years old fully skipped
Yeah.
all of that and then are entering into a brave new
Oh
world.
my gosh, not him having to enter this hellhole that is online dating.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
bless his heart.
but then that confuses me about the 33-year-old because I wonder if they've never been on. Try the apps. If you're trying to date in your at any age,
could
right?
DM.
Like it's scary at any age, and that's important to know. Even after you've gone on dates, I'm 33 and I have been dating for some time. It's scary because men are scary for the most part.
It's scary every time.
Yeah, it's just something you just go out and see how you feel. If you vibe with somebody, you vibe with somebody. Give
Yeah.
somebody a couple of chances. Just the way that you are scared,
They're scared.
your date might be scared.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably very nervous.
Yeah.
Everyone's always nervous. And like the first date is always like kind of weird because you're getting a feel for who is this person?
Yeah.
Like, do we vibe? And then
Yeah.
what if you get there
And
and
then
the
you
conversation's dead?
Yeah.
And then you're just awkwardly
Do you
staring
think,
at each
because I
other.
feel like I've seen discussions of like, do you believe in people like kind of having a pre-planned question
Oh no, I go
for
in
dates?
blind.
I mean, same,
I go in blind.
but
I'm not preparing like how I would for an interview, like a job interview.
do you know what? I feel like that could help people like this.
Maybe having like some general things that they would want to
Yeah.
cover.
Yeah, like maybe look at, if you're doing online dating, maybe look at their profile and ask them like a couple of questions you're curious about.
Yeah.
You know, there's a reason you decided to see this person.
I would also think that if you've kind of put it off for this long, there are clearly some things that you really value. So maybe having like a little list of, I don't want to call it a checklist, but it kind of is a checklist
Yeah,
to see if this person kind of is for you.
yeah. And then you also have to understand there are people who come into first dates with different expectations, right?
I'm
There
just
are
hoping
people
to
who
vibe.
want to tee hee hee and ha ha ha, and that's what first dates are for. Yeah, they're just
Tee,
like,
ha, ha, ha.
they
Nothing
don't like
serious.
intense, like, we're not here for business. Please.
That's what I'm saying, like an interview.
Yeah,
It's supposed to be like cute,
yeah,
casual,
yeah.
like could this be a second date?
So I think for the first date, the only goal should be like, can I tolerate and get on with this person enough to get to know them better.
Are you tolerable?
Listen,
Oh gosh.
the bar, it is where it is. I didn't put it there.
It's at the Earth's core.
Yeah.
It's deep.
Yeah. So see if that is where, if you have any kind of vibe. I also know, like, I also respect people who do go in with like a checklist and they're like, hey,
On a
this is
mission.
what I want. These are my qualifications. Do you fit in them? Otherwise, let's not waste our time.
Yeah.
And
Also,
I rate that too.
you're
That's
kind
fine.
of getting a preview of like what is this person like. Just the fact that they brought this whole like
Exactly.
checklist of like, do you match this? Do you match this?
Yeah.
And like, other person on the other side of the table, do you like that?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know.
But I think that doesn't tell a lot, because I think a lot of people have struggled with feeling like they haven't made. I think especially women have struggled with like making sure that they've made their intentions as clear as possible and get what they want. You know,
That's what
especially
people
if
do
you want to
lie.
be partnered and if you want to get married. I think they just are like, okay, like I don't want to be with this person 5 years from now and feel crazy because we haven't moved forward in any capacity.
Oh, but why 5 years?
No, but like I think it happens to people.
Okay.
I think it happens way more than we like to think.
But you haven't progressed.
Like as in there's no ring or whatever. This is for
Oh.
people who want to get married and have
Yeah,
children
yeah.
and whatever. Right? Yeah, in any capacity, if you start off that way, then you're setting the intention, right? Like we are dating to progress towards something, either like a permanent partnership or, you know, whatever
Yeah.
works for you in a relationship. Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, so I rate people who also are like, hey, these are my requirements. Either you're into it or you're not, and that's fine. All right. So that is is it your first time on Reddit? Good luck to everyone who's dating for the first time. And for everyone who's been dating for so long.
Power to the people who are out there.
Yeah.
I've just not even
Yeah.
going there right now.
Keep my friend
So,
in your
props to you all. I'm trying to meet in real life.
Okay. Let's talk about what we're here to actually discuss. Your first concert.
Oh yeah.
Actually, yeah. So Steph is here to tell us about her first concert experience. If you guys want to share your first time experiences, please comment and let us know about your first concert if you remember anything. I hope it was really fun and festive for y'all.
Hopefully you do remember it. You were quite young, so
You don't know, not for everybody. I was grown.
that's true.
Yeah.
Grown.
Yeah, I mean, and like end of college by the
Oh.
time I went to.
Okay.
Okay, your first time. Who was it?
Okay. So there's a little bit of lore, okay,
Let's
to
get
kind
into
of
it.
get to the actual show. But look, it was the hottest ticket at the time, okay? And maybe I was a little
Paint us a picture.
Old.
What was the year?
I wasn't that old.
What was the year?
So I was doing the math. I think the year is like 07?
Okay. Oh, 708.
Freshman year.
Yeah, 0708.
Yeah, something like that, we'll say.
Of high school.
Of high school, yes, freshman year of high school. But look, it was the hottest ticket, okay? The hottest ticket in town. And
What was the ticket for?
it was at the Verizon Center, and it was for the Hanna Montana Best of Both Worlds concert with the Jonas Brothers, okay?
That was the hottest.
Okay.
I vividly remember everyone from our high school
Nobody can judge me
trying
for
to
that.
go.
Nobody can judge me for that, okay? I was maybe 13,
Yeah.
going on 14,
Yeah.
okay? So she was a little old, but
No, I think
Nonetheless.
we were the demographic.
were we?
No, I feel like we were
Because
the
there were
demographic.
some little kids there.
There were children.
There were some little
Stuff
kids
had to
there.
kick some kids
Okay? And I
push some kids out the way.
had to make that happen for me.
Okay.
But there is lore that gets us there. So
okay. What happened?
essentially, freshman year of high school, I just didn't want to be there. Okay? I didn't want to be at my school because I'd been set up by my own mom. Okay? She set me up
Mhm.
for failure.
Mhm.
Okay?
This high school she's speaking of, by the way, is where I went, and she met me.
Yes.
That's the school she absolutely didn't want to.
I didn't
there
want to
for
be
it.
there.
And she
okay?
kept that energy the 4 years, by the way. It wasn't a
did.
passing moment.
Because if there's one thing that I'm going to do, it's be committed.
Okay. Why
To-
didn't you want to be there?
Okay, so for middle school, I was with my little friends, okay?
Yeah.
And I was like, 8th grade, I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to high school next year. It's going to be amazing, guys.
Yeah.
We've got this in the
closer
bag.
to the mic. Yeah.
We've got this in the bag. Like, it's going to be the best 4 years ever.
Yeah.
As most 13-year-olds, think.
Yeah.
So I'm ready. First day
For high school.
of high school, freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
I've got my whole Hollister outfit. Okay. I got the Bermuda shorts.
Hollister down.
Okay, they're checkered.
Soul.
They're brown.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah, that was an interesting choice. But anyways, they're brown.
Yeah.
Okay, I got my oatmeal colored Hollister.
How many layers you
baby
got, though?
doll-esque
If
top.
we're really talking Hollister, how many layers?
I did only have 2 layers.
Okay.
A solid 2 layers.
I would have added 2 more, but okay.
It was hot.
Fair.
Okay, it was hot.
We didn't care, but fair.
It was a little too warm to have
I love
4
cami and then a polo.
layers. But I think I did have a sweater though, so technically maybe 3 layers
Okay.
for the cold classroom.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting in first period. I'm excited. I see my friends. We're in the same class.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yeah.
We're like 10 minutes in.
Into first period.
Yes, 10, 20 minutes in. The class has barely started. I
Yeah.
think they maybe did roll.
Yeah.
And then there's an announcement. I have to go down to...
Can we have Stephanie Rummel
the
come
principal's
to
office.
the principal's office?
Okay.
Thank you.
Now, I'm, up until this point, a pretty, honor roll. I'm a good kid.
Yeah.
I've
You've never been called in.
never been in trouble, okay? Actually, that's a lie. In elementary school, I did throw sticks at some guys, and I did get called out to the principal's office.
She's a rebel.
It was a fight, though.
Oh
it
my
was a
God.
fight.
Okay.
It was.
And you were in the fight?
And I had to throw some sticks. It was my only option. I had nothing else. What am I
Was
going to
this
throw a
outside?
rock? I can't throw a rock.
Was this outside?
Yes, this was recess.
Oh, okay. Okay, it's giving hunting and gathering.
Okay.
Like, why did you have sticks?
Because we were near trees, and that's what I had. I didn't hurt anybody, but like I could have.
So she got called in.
So I
For
get called
assault.
in to the principal's office, and
In high school.
in
though.
high school, yes, we're back in high school, and they're like, "Oh, we were just wondering, like, where do you live?" And I'm like,
Where do I
what do you mean,
live?
where do I live? And like, in that moment, I was like, I don't know what to say.
Had you just moved?
Yes.
I like how she's just like keeping that part of the story out. Like that's
Okay.
not relevant to anything. I don't know why they're asking me this
It was
question.
in the same town though, so like it shouldn't matter. I literally
Same
moved
district.
like 5 minutes from where I was before. But the way that they do the stupid districts
Yeah.
is like you could be on one side of the street and go to this school,
Yeah.
and then but whatever. So I had just moved, and
Yeah,
essentially,
we're from Moco. Moco's very
so many
strict.
people where we're from.
We're from. It's a county. Stephanie.
Okay,
It's a
nobody
big
needs to know.
county.
I like to be mysterious, okay? As I give you this piece of information about myself. But essentially, my mom, so I didn't know what to say, so I didn't really say anything. And then they were like, your mom.
So when they asked you where do you live, you didn't
I
say.
just froze.
Oh my God.
I just froze. I was like, why are you asking this?
Why are you asking me this?
Essentially, my mom had called in to be like, yeah, so my daughter, like, we recently moved. So, like, she gave me
Why
all
did
the
she
information.
call?
She gave me all the
asked
information.
her?
So they found out that I moved, and then they were like, "You're not supposed to be here."
Why did?
And I literally started crying. I started crying in the principal's office, and like, I think at that point they did send me back to the classroom, and so then I'm like devastated in class, and I'm like telling my friends, I'm like, I
I'm
can't
not
go to
supposed
this
to be
school.
here.
And they're just like, oh my gosh, that's so messed up. And I'm just like, I know, I have to go to this other school.
Did your friends offer to sign petitions to keep you?
No.
They're not real friends.
What kind of petition are they going to sign?
Change.org. I don't know.
The county line.
Yes.
Or
Let's keep
the high school
let's keep
line.
our friend in here.
No.
Where she belongs.
But like I said, they were, like, the schools were literally down the road from each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's, as most schools in our county, like, they're not that far apart.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess this is just what I have to do. So you have to keep this in mind now. So now I'm
Okay.
devastated.
Yeah.
And I'm devastated, and this is all my mom's fault.
And you're pissed at your mom.
And I'm angry, and now my best
And
friend
a teen.
and
Woo.
I
I
are
know your mom was tired.
separated. And I'm just like, this is the worst day of my entire life.
Okay.
So I go to this new school, and I'm angry.
Immediately hates it.
Yeah, I hate it. I hate everything about it. Mind you, everybody was actually quite nice. I'm just being super dramatic and emotional, and I hate it all. So I see that, I don't know how I ended up finding out, but essentially whenever there's a concert in town, about like 2-3 hours before the show starts, the venue will release like extra tickets.
Oh.
Yes.
I did not know that was a thing. Is that still a thing?
My friend told me. My bestie, who I ended up going to the show with.
Oh, okay.
So we both know this fact, so we're on the Ticketmaster site hours before the show is supposed to happen. Mind you, I haven't told my mom. I haven't told anybody about the fact that I'm wanting to buy these tickets.
What was the plan? With what money were you going to buy these tickets?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. We're going to get there. We're going to get to the show somehow.
Okay.
We're going to make this happen because my mom ruined my life.
That's very Hanna Montana coded, to be fair.
Exactly. And my mom
very
owed
Disney,
me this.
like, we're going to make it.
In my mind, at 13, I was like, she owes me this.
It's the least she could do.
This is what she has to do for me.
After she's ruined my life.
She's ruined 4 years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Not just this moment, 4 years. So we're trying to buy these tickets on Ticketmaster, and the tickets come out. And so I'm on the phone with my friend, and I'm like, oh, they've come out. Like, I'm gonna try to buy them. So I must have used like my mom's.
Will that tell you your mom?
I honestly, now that I think about it, I don't know how I bought those tickets, but it must have been somebody.
Did not have the fear of being beat. Because what do you mean?
Oh, because at that point I was taller than my mom, so I was like, you can't do anything to me. I was like, you can't do anything. Yeah, we definitely had a standoff.
Also, like, I feel like the first thing my parents would have done would just be like, okay, yeah, well, you're not gonna go to the concert.
No, you
like,
see,
it's very simple. Your punishment is that you're not gonna go to the concert.
I guilted her into this because I was like, I have to go to the show. Like, it's gonna make me so happy. So
it's the only thing in my life.
We end up buying the tickets, and then me and my friend are like, okay, so like literally how are we gonna get there? She's like, okay.
Because it's that night.
It's that night. And it's in
This is insane.
It's in DC. So it's like it's not like it's like super, super close. And
yeah. You have to be driven and you're 13.
On the metro. Yeah. So at the time, my friend's dad couldn't drive us, and then her mom couldn't drive us. So I guilted my mom into driving us into the city.
Imagine as a parent, like, your kid comes to you, tells you they stole your money to purchase a ticket for a concert that was that night.
No.
Mind you, you have a job as a parent.
I was borrowing the money for my happiness.
And then, not only that, but has the audacity to be like, oh, by the way, you're also all right, so just get into this.
Yeah, she was not happy. She was
better than me.
Upset, but she still took us. And it ended up being the best show ever.
I know, she felt so guilty because I would have literally been like, you're in fact never going to see your friends again.
No, she was guilty. She felt that guilty, and she took us. And it was the best show ever. In all honesty, I don't know what she ended up doing for those 2-3 hours because she didn't have a ticket.
So she was in DC.
She went to the show.
And traffic, I'm sure, was hell.
I think about this now as an adult, and I'm like, wow. The things parents do for their kids.
No, because this is significantly, well, no, it's not that much worse, but it is very much giving, like, at 9:30, your kid coming up to you and being like, I have an assignment due tomorrow, and we need everything from Staples.
I've done that too.
Yeah.
I was the worst, and I always say that any child between the ages of 12 and 15, 16 is just the worst.
It's hell.
It's the worst.
Shout out to our parents. Y'all put up with us.
They really did, and thank you.
How was the concert?
It was amazing.
Would you rank it as one of your favorite concerts though?
Well, I think because it was the first, it obviously holds a very special place in my heart.
And Hanna Montana and the Jonas Brothers.
Hold on, yes. So this was when the Jonas Brothers were like
popping off.
It.
What song?
Promise Ring era, okay? When I Look You in the Eye, okay? A little bit longer.
Who were they dating?
They had diabetes and
they were dating both Demi Lovato and Selena, right? Or Miley?
No, I think that's a little before. I think it's before the Demi era.
Okay.
I don't think she existed in the Disney universe.
So one of them, wasn't Nick dating Selena Gomez?
Maybe, but I kind of feel like it was his Miley era. But
that makes sense.
I don't know if you saw that interview. There was clearly some overlap because he was saying that the Disney Channel games, which I don't know if you remember that.
Oh, I remember the Disney
He said that was his Love Island. And literally everybody else is like, what are you talking about? Like, that was not that.
Not he said, mind you, all of this because this child announced that he had diabetes and
I was like, I need to go to that show because what if he dies?
Like, we did act like he was gonna pass away.
I feel like that was also part of my reasoning with I was like, Mom, no, you don't understand, he's sick. if I don't see him this time, like, I'm not going to be able to see him again. Like, you don't understand. This is serious.
He had the bracelet or whatever, right?
He did.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, like, everyone was prepared to revive him on the show. Like, at any moment, he would go under.
Ready.
Oh, my God.
Did I know what to do? No.
No,
I was
because
like,
I remember
him.
The news breaking that Nick Jonas had diabetes, and we were all like, "Oh my God!" Like,
then he released the song.
This is so hard and difficult. Mind you, my mom had diabetes. I knew that like it was a manageable disease. Like,
I didn't have anybody in my family with diabetes. So I was like, "Oh my gosh! Like this is literally like getting cancer or something. Like he's
not like
gonna
cancer.
pass."
Cancer is crazy.
That's what I'm saying, but isn't that how?
No,
they
it
made
did.
out
Like
to be?
the teen bops, everyone did react like it was he was taking his last gasp.
There were like mini behind the scenes of like what he was doing to like treat.
No, they did. They did like shorts
and
on
I feel like it was black and
this
white.
is how I manage it.
Like it was giving drama.
Wasn't there a song? Didn't he write a song?
I just told you about the song a little bit longer. Okay, I remember. Look, I was a fan.
The drama. I really hope like today's teens have these little dramas.
I don't think that they have.
It's so important for your growth.
It's ridiculous.
It's amazing. I love it.
It's very much like your own world.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my gosh, these people. It's like it's not that serious.
It takes over everything. Oh my God, being a parent is such a trip because I can't imagine going through this with a kid right now. That would be so mad. It would be madness.
It's awful. I don't even think that they do tours like this anymore.
No, like
where it's like some character that you kind of grow up with for a couple of years and then they go out on tour.
Friend,
and then
the tour with Lil Bow Wow and the B2K, the Millennial Tour. What was that called?
I think it was called the Millennium.
Low key, like I wanted to go so bad.
It was
I wanted to go so bad.
Lil Bow Wow, B2K. I feel like there was somebody else. Was it Pretty Ricky or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody.
We'll just say that. Somebody else was there.
I wanted to go so bad because I know I would have known every single song, and that's very important to me.
Okay. Other random piece of boy band, like concert lore is B5. Do you remember B5?
I don't remember B5.
Okay, B5. They were like brothers, I think, and like a cousin, and they were basically like that same era.
Oh, I think I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Were they a bunch of light skins and then like?
Yes. And then like
I do remember that. I do recall.
But they were like here in the city doing like a little millennium-esque, like I think like last month or something.
That's so random.
Mm-hmm. I remember.
Shout out to all the 7 people that were there. Like
no, it was full.
That warms my heart.
It wasn't.
And then they weren't with anyone else.
It was just them.
Wow.
They did their little dancey dances. They did their little songs.
Shout outs to them and their team.
They did that.
I wish Drew Hill would do. Did they? Weren't they going to? I feel like they announced something.
It all depends on Cisco. You know, the legend that is Cisco.
I want to meet him so bad. Like, it's a very, like, a random, like, I don't want to meet a lot. Like, I don't care to meet celebrities that much. But, like, I would be like, Mr. Cisco, sir, I want you to know that the Thong song was so pivotal culturally, emotionally, and physically.
One of my favorite songs of all time. And also the original Targaryen.
The original Targaryen.
What was the other one? Not the Targaryens. The Valerians.
The Valerians. The OG Valerian. Yeah, stand on that. He birthed all of them.
And he really did say Unleash the Dragon. Like, that was his album.
Yeah. Okay.
This time.
Because we're having such peak millennial chat, actually, we're going to play a game called True Millennial.
Okay. I'm ready.
I made up this game, and I really hope that there's not a game that already exists called True Millennial. If there is, I might have to edit this out, but whatever.
We'll give it a different name.
Yeah, we'll give it a different name, and this is not what you heard, so ignore it. Okay, so this is going to be the rule of the game. You have your whiteboard.
I do.
We're going to go. I specifically decided to go to 2008 and 2009.
Interesting.
I looked at
not high school.
Billboard, because we're talking about your high school first concert. It makes sense.
That's true.
I looked at Billboard's year-end
top
5 songs. And then I'm going to give you the 5 songs. I'm not going to do it in order, so write it down, and then I want you to rank what the order is going to be.
On the Billboard 100.
On the Billboard 100.
Okay, so I need to guess the
Top 5
order.
songs.
Top 5.
For 2008 or 2009, if you'd rather do 2009.
I'm fine with either one. Does either one have Flo Rida? If they do the other year.
Yeah.
Damn. Is it on both both years?
Actually, no.
Okay, just pick the one that doesn't.
Stephanie has an inexplicable beef with Florida, and I don't understand.
I hate it. Also, the fact that it's Florida.
It's Florida. I ate that up so hard. I was like, wow, so creative, so genius.
I hate it.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
In no particular... Actually, give me a
I'm
second.
gonna like number 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 through 5. Okay, I'm just gonna annotate this so like it doesn't...
2000. Oh, I don't know the year yet.
2009. This is from 2009.
I feel like this is gonna have a Lady Gaga song.
In no particular order.
Okay.
In the top 5 2009 Billboard year-end songs.
Okay.
I Got a Feeling by the Black Eyed Peas.
Classic. Okay.
Okay. Poker Face.
I knew Lady Gaga was
Lady Gaga.
I knew it. I know her. Do you know what I mean? Stephanie.
Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas. Just Dance by Lady Gaga.
Okay.
And Love Story by Taylor Swift.
Oh, wow. What an
That
era.
was that era.
You know I had the album?
Of that for Taylor Swift?
I think that's the right one.
It's the first?
Is that the one where she's like wearing a little
McGraw?
dress on the cover?
I think that's the Tim McGraw. It was no, it was the second album, I think.
Oh, Fearless.
Fearless. Maybe.
Okay, so Love Story is which album then?
I think it was Fearless.
Okay.
I don't know, but she really ate that up.
Okay, here's the thing. The Black Eyed Peas, lest we forget,
Yeah.
were kind of legends
They
of
were
this
absolute
time.
legends.
If anyone's ever bored, please look up the Super Bowl performance that they
With
did. It's chaotic.
But it was amazing.
It's chaotic.
It had your
horrendous,
attention the whole time.
And beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like a snapshot of who we were at that time.
Exactly.
There's
We were
Fergie.
having fun, you guys. We had fun. We had big fun.
It was a mess, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I feel like, but Lady Gaga, do you know, and then Taylor Swift at her start. Okay.
That song was it was an endemic.
So Poker Face, I know, was like massive.
It was
massive.
I feel like Poker Face was massive for literally 3 years.
But I Got a Feeling had I feel like it was used in like commercials. So I'm going to put I Got a Feeling at 1.
Okay.
I know this is a strong choice.
Okay.
I think it's 1.
I appreciate a commitment and a decisive babe.
Then I think Poker Face
number 2
is 2. I
Okay.
do.
Okay. Also, I'm sorry, the fact that it like out of the 5, 2 of them were like it's 2 artists who have like 4 of them.
Yeah.
There's 2 Lady Gaga and 2 Black Eyed Peas. The power, like I feel like
I think
no one understands how massive the Black Eyed Peas were.
No.
Like it seems so crazy now when I think about
I'm
it.
gonna do a deep cut.
Okay.
I feel like nobody remembers this, but before MySpace there was Zanga. Okay.
There was Zanga.
And for my Zangas, because I had one that was mine and then one that I shared with my bestie.
Yeah.
They were both Black Eyed Peas songs. Okay. So they were huge.
They were the moment.
Okay. Huge. What was that album called? Elefunk or something?
Yeah.
Super random.
That reminds me of Hershey Park.
Also,
random memory.
What was that game with the people? The Sims?
Or Dance Dance Revolution.
No. The Sims. There was like a Black Eyed Peas version of it.
Oh.
Or something.
Oh.
I also remember this. The Black
I was
Eyed Peas.
poor, y'all. I didn't have these games.
This is why I think they're in the top 3. I think both of their songs are top 3.
Okay.
So I've got I Got a Feeling 1, Poker Face 2,
Okay.
Boom Boom Pow 3.
Okay.
So that leaves Just Dance and Love Story. This was like Taylor's like biggest hit.
Still
but
played.
At that time, she still wasn't the Taylor that she is.
We know her to
like,
be now.
She's not like Red Taylor yet.
Yeah.
So she's still on the rise.
Early days.
So I'm gonna put Love Story at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then last, I'm gonna do I know Just Dance was huge, but I'm just gonna go with this winner.
Okay, cool. Okay, so read me your order.
Okay. So we're going number 1,
Okay.
I Got a Feeling.
Okay.
2 is Poker Face.
Okay.
3 is Boom Boom Pow.
Okay.
4 is Love Story. And 5 is Just Dance.
Okay.
Did I get any of those right?
You got Poker Face correct.
Okay.
It's number 2.
Okay.
And then the rest wrong.
Oh, wow.
So this is the order.
Wait. Can I guess one more time?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh. I'm going to move Just Dance to 1.
Okay.
I'm going to move I Got a Feeling to 3.
Okay.
Which means I could move... I don't think Wow. I think Love Story is bigger than that. I don't know.
Gut, friend.
I've now moved so many things around that I don't know where anything stands anymore.
So this is the actual standing. You did pretty, like, it's so tricky when it's top 5.
It's also like these were such massive hits at the time that to me they all seem
they're like competing
the same thing.
Yeah.
Also, it depends on like what part of 2009 we're talking about.
But this is the year end.
Oh, this is the year end.
That's why I did the year end, because we needed to know.
Is this like then most
of 2008?
What
probably,
is it like?
Right?
Sales? Is it most time? Like what was the criteria?
Billboard Hot 100 babes year end. I don't know sales. Please, I'm not a musician. I'm not an executive. I'm not Sony.
Okay. Let's see.
So number 1, Boom Boom Pow by the Black Eyed Peas.
Boom Boom Pow was like the
it was
worst.
that. Mind you, I hated that song.
Yeah, this was not a good Black Eyed Peas song.
Hated that song. But y'all love that.
Collectively, we have bad taste.
Y'all love that. Number 2, Poker Face, which you got excellent. It should have been number 1 if we're being real.
I had a feeling that Poker Face was going to be top 2.
Yeah, it should have been number 1.
I remember when this came out, there was like that weird Ellen DeGeneres like thing, I think, at the time. Like, I think she made like a video or something.
Oh.
Did I make that up?
Maybe. Ellen did a lot. Okay, number 3, Just Dance.
Where did I move? Yeah. Oh, so it was higher
than that. Number 3 was Just Dance.
Okay.
And then number 4 was I Got a Feeling. You thought I Got a Feeling would be bigger than Boom Boom Pow.
Because I'm telling you, like, I genuinely feel like that's... Like, nobody talks about Boom Boom Pow.
But they listen to it.
I know, but in my mind...
They were listening silently.
I think I was thinking about longevity.
Fair.
Yeah.
And then number 5 was Love Story.
Okay, so in my rework...
In your rework, you got 2.
Love Story last.
2 out of 5.
Okay.
Not bad.
Wow. What a time.
I mean, first round bad, but second round you know you got 1 more.
Absolutely horrendous, but I was dumb and a teenager. So what do I know?
Do you know? I just want to read like the rest, the top 10. So Love Story was number 5, and then Right Around Florida, he got us in a chokehold. He had us in such a chokehold.
Anytime one of his songs were played at like the school dances, I just rued the day. I think I very much got off the dance floor. Like I took a stance.
You're literally so unnecessarily dramatic. And then I'm Yours by Jason Mraz. That was a massive song. I'm surprised it's not higher up actually.
I was obsessed with that album.
No.
Very embarrassing to admit now.
No, I stand on that. I love that song.
It was...
And that album.
Not
We needed it. We were having a good time. Single Ladies. It's crazy, Single Lady. I'm so sorry I prepared this list, but I just realized how low this was.
But wasn't Single Ladies actually 08?
Maybe.
So then I feel
but it
like
wasn't
by the
top
time,
10 in 08 either.
Because I was going to say, I feel like by the time we get to 2009, it would make sense that it would be like towards
No, it wasn't top 10 in 08. That's crazy. That's wild.
It's almost everywhere.
That doesn't make sense to me. And then Heartless, Kanye West. I also feel like that should have been higher. And then Gives You Hell. That's surprising. That could have been top 5. That song was everywhere.
Yeah,
Shout outs to Glee.
But the All American Rejects at that time were like still kind of like alternative.
But we all knew we were that song was for me.
But that was
Gives
the breakout.
You Hell was bigger than Boom Boom Pow. But clearly I'm wrong and I'm in the minority.
I think what got everybody to listen to Boom Boom Pow is definitely the music video with like the cool like green graphics. Like it was like fun, and then Fergie's like here with the blue in the back, and I think she has like space buns or something, and it's like cool, you know.
I don't know. It
for 2009.
Yeah, futuristic.
Yes,
Afrofuturism kind of. Okay, I'll take out the Afro-futuristic.
Just like technology.
But shout outs to all of the hitmakers. We really had a grand old time at our little dances in high school to all of these bankers.
I also really failed, and
it's okay.
A 1 out of 5.
It's not great. It's not horrible. Passing by any stretch of the imagination.
20%.
I don't know that we should grade it, friend. Yeah, but we did it.
I pride myself on being a good student, and that's a failure.
Okay, well, study.
Yeah. I gotta go back to 2009.
This is your forte.
That's embarrassing.
It would actually be easier, I think, with somebody who doesn't know as much about music. because they'll just do it instinctively, and those are the people who are doing this, you know, who are
but I was
streaming
listening
this.
to the radio, you know?
Yeah.
I was with the people.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was listening to Hanna Montana. Do you know what I mean? Like I was with the people.
You were.
I wasn't this person that I am today. The snob.
On that note, we did it. Thank you for coming on.
You're welcome.
This was so fun.
Yay.
How did you feel?
It was good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not that scary.
I'm not a talker, you know.
Yeah.
Although maybe
She's
this
not.
makes
She's
it
not.
seem like I am. But I'm not.
Yeah. We weren't meant to discuss. Anyways, Steph, because she's not a talker, decided that she didn't want to be a podcast host. So
I did. That was my reasoning.
I'm doing this on my own, but it's really exciting. If you're listening to this, please tell your friends, subscribe. You can watch it on YouTube, and then you'll find it on all the podcast platforms. Rate us. As you can see, I have this Mac, but I want to be an iPad babe, but I need iPad money. So y'all go ahead and get me there, right? Thank you so much for listening, and we will be back probably next week with another newbie. Thank
Another
you.
newbie.
I know. All right. Bye-bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye.